Hi guys, Jack Pitbrook here. The following clip is a section taken from The Athletic's Tottenham Hotspur podcast, The View from the Lane. You can listen to the rest of the weekly show for free wherever you get your podcasts, and ad-free when you subscribe to The Athletic. Hope you enjoy it. Another talking point out of the game was the overall performance of Harry Kane, not just in terms of that lovely little assist header to Son, but also his defensive work. Like he headed one off the line about 5 minutes before Son scored, and the game obviously would have gone very differently if Spurs had conceded. And it did get me thinking, given how good Harry Kane is in all aspects of the game at the moment, what would be the optimum number of, if you could replicate Harry Kane, not clone Harry Kane, because obviously if you cloned him and then he would be a fetus, and you would have to wait 27 years for him to be as good as he is now. So not clone,
Let's
but
get the science right. That's important.
Yeah, steady on. But like replicate. So you'd have
this
another.
This is not a cloning.
Yeah, another version of the kind of Harry Kane as he exists at the moment. What would be the optimum number of Harry Kanes to have in your team? Because I've been thinking about this a lot. Five. Where would they be?
Right. Okay. Here's my team. Lloris. And obviously I'm going right to left. I'm not an animal. And it's 4-3-3. Lloris. Kane. Reguilon. Højbjerg and Ndombele, Lo Celso. Kane, Son.
Oof.
How do we feel about that?
Five. Pretty
that's
good.
That's interesting. Yeah, that's interesting.
I guess I've not got a Kane in midfield, I suppose. Maybe I need a Kane in midfield.
Yeah, I wonder if you go a 4-2-3-1, in which case you can then have a Kane playing as a number 10 almost, and as one of the wide positions, and up front, and then you have Son.
That's interesting, because I was thinking of having wing backs and having Reguilon and Kane as ring backs, but then you just need another centre back Kane, don't you? So,
friend of the show, Bankrupt Spurs, tweeted that he would have a Kane at holding midfield because he's tactically astute, reads the game well, has good distribution, and I can kind of get that. But Højbjerg is really good at that. I think 2 is the absolute minimum. I think Kane, Son, or would be the best front line. Or if you do a 4-2-3-1, you could have Kane as a
Kane, Son, Kane.
Yeah, you can have Kane as a 10, Kane as a 9, Kane in the Lucas role, and then Son. So I think 3 might be my answer, and then I probably wouldn't have another one in midfield just because I'd want Højbjerg. If I did that 4-2-3-1 with 3 Kanes in the front 4, I definitely want Højbjerg and Ndombele as my 2. And in the back line, I definitely wouldn't have him at left back. And to be honest, at right back, I'm not sure he's quite got the sprinting of someone like Doherty or Aurier. And then at centre back, who knows? I don't know.
I wouldn't have him as both centre backs. I think I'd have to have an actual centre back.
Well, if we had a left-footed centre back, I'd put the left-footed centre back in there, but there isn't one. So,
so he gets the nod.
Yeah.
I think it's a good shout, Jack, about the right back, whether he's quite explosive and pacey enough to be getting up and down all game.
Do I need to put Sissoko into my team somewhere to cover the Kane at right back?
Yeah. I also think if you had him at centre, because he's not an experienced centre back, I think he's he could look good like throwing himself around in front of stuff, but he also would give away a lot of pens, if you know what I mean, just because he's not an experienced tackler. And so you'd have this nightmare, 2 of your Harry Kanes might get sent off in the first half, and then you might have to rejig.
But presumably these clones, sorry, not clones, what did you say they were?
Replicas.
These replicas of Harry Kane.
3D photocopies.
Well, presumably, would they not learn how to defend as the season went on? Or are we saying they'd be thrown into the sea and then you'd replicate it again for the next game?
I think they would. But aren't we talking about this as just for the first game? I mean, as the season wore on and these Super Kane robots, with their artificial intelligence learnt the game, then they could. Then maybe I would be talking about having them both centre backs. But I think early on, when Robot Kane is still learning the game, I mean, presumably as well on FIFA or whatever, this is possible. Could people simulate this and see how it works?
Yeah, can some nerd listening to this do that? let us know how it goes. Cheers.
I love the idea of that nerd being encouraged by being called some nerd.
Oh, they love it.
Right, can some nerd do this for us? We can't be asked.